Gentleman from Wisconsin, Mr. Grothman.
The gentleman from Wisconsin is recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad this House resolution is before us today. We continue to march towards a different sort of government, and part of that different sort of government is the ESG ideology being imposed or encouraged on America's corporations. This is an ideological push on corporations, of which there is too much already. Already, particularly big corporations have seminars giving the left-wing view of the environment, the left-wing view of race, the left-wing view of agenda. And this is to further push down on them and say, here you are, Mr. Big Corporation. We'll give you a nice pat on the back if we use all of your stockholders' money to promote a political agenda. Obviously, that should be offensive to any freedom-loving person in America. Of course, in addition to that, the new rule will, studies from UCLA and New York University shows that the average corporation that engages in this ESG stuff, their market goes up 6.3% instead of 8.9%. So the shareholders have to pay a price. But to me, secondarily to the shareholders paying a price, it's this pound that we already get from the universities, we already get from the popular culture in Hollywood. Now we've got to get it from big business. The traditional freedom-loving moral values of America are something to be stepped aside, and we, big corporate America, are going to ingratiate ourselves to the left-wing bureaucrats in Washington by following the ESG standards. I am very grateful that my good friend from North Carolina has let me give this speech, and I sincerely hope everybody stands up for freedom. The other side of the aisle would not like it if the people who decide what ESG was written by Jim Jordan. Okay, and maybe someday that'll happen. I don't know. I liked it better when the big corporations stay out of this thing, but you want to put the sword over their throat and say, this is the view of the world you must adapt. You must have seminars and shove it down the throats of your employees. It's a bad day for America if this thing doesn't pass. Thank you.
Gentleman yields back.